AmeriGuard Security would like to remind you to set your alarm and check your cameras. Trust only the best. Protect your family, home, or business with 24/7 armed response.
Perimeter secure.
Remember, AmeriGuards it.
Local news that matters. This is Ksee 24 News at 11.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jennifer Ortega. New at 11, 8 people were killed down an outlet mall in Allen, Texas Saturday. Tonight, the shooter is dead. Allie Spilliards has more.
These parking lots across from the mall were filled most of the day with the hundreds who were forced to evacuate when those gunshots rang out. Many told us that they could hear the gunfire. Some even said they saw those bullets grazing columns or shattering windows. One of the overwhelming sentiments we heard from those gathering here was just how prepared store employees were for something like this. They all seemed to know what to do, locking doors as soon as they heard gunshots and even turning off lights and music. While some told us they waited lying on the floor of stores for police to come and evacuate them, many said they were ushered to bathrooms or back rooms to seek shelter. These employees were executing the drills that have become commonplace, something they hope to never use. One customer even said to me that while she was so grateful for the quick thinking of the employees in the store she was in, she was sad that those skills have to be practiced and, of course, that they had to be executed today. Unfortunately, there were some who did not make it inside one of those stores as this all began, including a woman who described chaos as she tried to connect with her daughter. She said in the end, police told her to get out of her car and run away from the scene on foot. Thankfully, though, she and her daughter, who also witnessed all of this, seeing victims on the ground, were able to reconnect here with hundreds of others today. In Allen, back to you.
Visalia police investigating after a string of armed robberies Friday night. Police say it happened around 9 o'clock at Good Massage on West Noble Avenue. Witnesses say 3 men wearing masks and hooded sweatshirts walked into the business and held them at gunpoint demanding money. After workers handed over the cash, they took off running. Now, just after 10 o'clock, police say another armed robbery happened at Nana Massage on South Mooney Boulevard. The same 3 suspects demanded money there and took off. No injuries were reported for both incidents. If you have any information on this case, you're asked to call Visalia Police. And we're learning more about the man who was shot by a Selma police officer during a traffic stop. 32-year-old Michael Matheson of Selma was a passenger of a car pulled over during a traffic stop in the area of McCall and Mountain View Avenues. Officers say the car did not have license plates. Deputies say at one point Matheson took out a gun, and the officer, fearing for the safety of himself and his partner, fired at him, hitting him. Matheson then tried to flee onto an orchard where he was caught before being taken to CRMC with non-life-threatening injuries. He's been booked into the Fresno County Jail and is facing several charges, including being a convicted felon in possession of a gun. His bail is set as $400,000. More changes coming to Highway 99 that will impact the daily commute for millions of drivers. A lane shift will take effect for southbound 99 just south of Avenue 12 in Madera County this weekend. This is so crews can replace the Cottonwood Creek Bridge. The lane shift will take place Sunday night at 10 o'clock. Drivers will need to slow down as a speed limit through the construction area will be 55 miles per hour. Caltrans says the new traffic pattern will be in place for the next several months. A big turnout today for the Derby Down, a day after races event held the same day as the actual Kentucky Derby.
You wanted to go to Catalina Island? A 3-day, 2-night trip to Catalina Island.
Our very own morning anchor Brody Logan was helping host the Kentucky Derby watch party at the Fresno Fairgrounds, and it was all put on by the Las Feliz Gilda Valley Children's Healthcare. People were able to dress in their Derby finest, enjoy some Southern cuisine, and place their final bets on horses. Organizers say they're just blown away by the outpour of support.
Literally overwhelmed. Every year we're overwhelmed. We sell it every year, and the amount of money that people spend on the live auction, the silent auction, the gifts for kids, the way they come dressed up and are willing to give, they want to have a good time, but they all know that what we're really doing is raising money for the children in this community.
Organizers say they start putting this event together 8 months in advance to have everything perfect. And all the money raised will provide children at Valley Children's Hospital with wheelchairs, books, treatments, and much more. Experts warn the cat population in the valley is out of control. The cat house on King's Animal Shelter is preparing for a population boom as more cats are expected to be born in the upcoming months. Rhett Rodriguez joins us in the studio and tells us why. Rhett?
Jen, from late spring through the summer season is normally when cats start having kittens. Today, the cats on King's Shelter invited everyone to come out and meet their possible new addition to their family, while also stressing the importance of spaying and neutering their animals. You've heard about free-range chickens, but how about free-range kittens? The cat house on the Kings and Parlier is the largest no-kill, no-cage animal shelter in the state. The adoption center houses 1,000 cats on 12 acres at more than a dozen buildings.
The goal for the cat house and the Kings is to let the cats live a very good life, a normal cat life, while they're here awaiting for adoption. We want them to have a good experience, feel comfortable, and so all of the homes, for example, have cat doors so that they can come and go as they please.
While the shelter says they may be one of the largest free-range shelters, staff says they are quickly running out of space.
Transfer out. The Central Valley is very overpopulated when it comes to cats.
The shelter says simply adopting a cat won't fix the problem.
Currently, right now, we're taking hundreds of calls daily for kittens in need, mamas with babies.
The shelter says to solve the problem of overpopulation, more cats will need to be spayed and neutered. But that will cost money. To raise money, the shelter invited community members onto the grounds today to meet their potential forever furry friend, while also asking for donations.
Fundraiser to raise awareness and funding so that we can handle the summer kitten flood that's coming.
While today's event was about getting out the message, for cat lover Ava Arroy, it was about spending time with feline friends.
Houses so we can come and see all the different cats that they have, hang out with them, spend some time with them.
If you would like to adopt a cat from this shelter, you can visit our website, yourcentralvalley.com. In the studio, Rhett Rodriguez, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
Check out the temperatures right now in Fresno, 63 degrees, Merced 56, Visalia 61 degrees. Here's your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Top pollens are oak, sycamore, and privet. Looks like we're in the medium levels for the next couple of days. Your complete forecast coming up after this.
Join Ksee 24 and Exceptional Parents Unlimited at the 30th Annual Fiesta de los Niños, Saturday, May 20th at the Grand on the Bluffs. Miracles happen when we support families in our community. Get your tickets today at epuchildren.org, presented by Calviva.
Looking for the perfect gift for someone special? Come see the new gift section at GW School Supply. Treat your favorite teacher, best friend, or yourself to something unique, unusual, and fun. Pick up a gift card too. GW School Supply, 2 locations in Fresno.
The viewer seems to have been lost in the shuffle of cable news lately.
The vast majority of people are in the sensible middle. They're not the far right wing and they're not the far left wing.
They don't want a team sport. They want the full picture.
The appetite is greater than it has ever been for perspective, for understanding, and for information that they can not just trust, but use.
See why America's fastest growing cable news network is News Nation.
Well, you know, I think what's interesting about this dealership is that it's been around for 75 years. Started with another family, the Hallowell family. You know, my dad went to work for them over 60 years ago. He has remained with the dealership. I have people come in and say, I bought from your dad in 1964. And the funny thing is that my dad will remember what they bought. You know, he just kind of has that kind of brain. Come see the Silverado.
The doctor will see you now. But do they really? Do they see that crick in your neck? That ache in your heart? Will they see that funny little thing that wasn't there last year? The new bounce in your step? The way your retinal scan connects to your blood sugar? At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together to care for all that is you.
The all-new Eagle Mountain Casino is ready to welcome you. Join me on a behind-the-scenes tour. I'll show you the fun, food, and festivities ready for the grand opening celebration. Watch Monday at 7 right here on Ksee 24.
Welcome back. I want to start out with our weather headlines. We are going to see some clearing on Sunday tomorrow. That's going to be pretty nice weather. Warming trend this week. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the forecast. And we could hit 90 degrees and we'll see some lows in the 50s. So a lot to look forward to this work week. Checking out our Valley Cam sponsored by Eagle Mountain Casino. This is out of Kauai Health in Visalia. A really nice evening out there. Not too chilly, not too hot. It's looking pretty nice right now. Fresno 63 degrees, Visalia 61. Porterville 59 degrees. We're in the high 50s, low 60s for most of the valley, so it's feeling pretty nice outside, like I mentioned. This is for the next 48 hours. We will see a little bit of cloud coverage in the area. This is tomorrow, 7 a.m. A little bit of clouds move through the area, but not a whole lot going on. It's going to be a pretty nice day tomorrow and into Monday. And taking a look at our average temperature for this time of year, our high is usually 80 degrees, but we're well under that high. 71 degrees was our high today, and our sunset was at 7:53 p.m. It's getting a little bit later and later every day. Taking a look at our air quality, pretty nice across the board. We're in the green for most of the area, all the area, so it's feeling pretty nice outside with those clearing skies across the valley. Overnight lows, Visalia 46 degrees, Hanford 48, Selma 48 degrees, Fresno 51 degrees for tonight, Madera 46 degrees, so we're in the 40s and low 50s for most of our evening across the board. As for tomorrow, your afternoon highs are looking like Chowchilla 74 degrees, Madera 74, Fresno 75, so we're not going to warm up a whole lot. We're going to see a lot of 70s across the area, and it's going to feel pretty nice, maybe like light jacket weather for your evening. Like I mentioned, 51 degrees. We'll have some light winds, 9 miles per hour, and it'll be partly cloudy. Not a whole lot going on overnight. As for tomorrow, mostly sunny, so a lot to look forward to. Light winds, 10 miles per hour, and we'll only hit 75 degrees. Take a look at the rest of your weekend and your week ahead. Mostly sunny for tomorrow. Like I mentioned, it'll get a little breezy starting on Monday, and that will increase into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll see some cloud coverage, and then we'll warm up heading into the end of the week. Thursday, Friday is looking pretty warm, 87 by Friday, and look at that, even 93 degrees by Saturday. Our lows are in the 50s and 60s. Angelique Martinez joins us now with sports. What's coming up next?
Yeah, Jen, we've got playoff baseball from Fresno City and the Fresno State softball team trying to punch its ticket to the postseason. Coming up, we've got highlights from Margie Wright Diamond as the Bulldogs close out their series against Boise State, plus JUCO regionals for the FCC Rams. More on that coming up next in Sports Central.
Join Ruben Contreras on Ksee 24 Midday News during the Eagle Mountain Casino grand opening celebration. Live cut-ins from your local weather authority. Tuesday starting at 11. Festivities and the forecast on Ksee 24. Local news that matters. Ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by Central Floor Supply.
Ashley's having a huge sale. Right now, you can get up to 50% off floor models. Plus, shop limited time deals throughout the entire store. These deals won't last long, and once they're gone, they're gone. Hurry to your local Ashley store to shop and save today.
1,000 positions hiring. Endless opportunity. Benefit from world-class training. A 6-figure starting salary. And make a positive difference in your community. Apply now. Scan the code or visit jointhechp1000.com.
Chances are we've already met. But when we meet here, this is where our worlds will come together. Kauai Health is built for this moment in your life. We are courageous, resilient, ready. Health is our passion, and excellence is always our focus. Because when you come in here, our priority is to get you back out there.
Kauai Health, more than medicine, life.
I am here.
I am here. I am here because our graduates
get good paying jobs.
I am here.
I am here.
I am here because they provide free food, tutoring, and laptops.
I am here because they help me with childcare.
I am here because I didn't have to pay for tuition.
My tuition was free.
The State Center Community College District has been helping students for more than a century. You could be here too. Contact us today.
We are here because of the colleges at State Center Community College District.
When it came to preventing America from defaulting on its debt, John Duarte had two options: make the rich pay their fair share or back his party to hike up costs and slash things we depend on. Here's what his vote means: higher rent, health care, and utility costs. Duarte even slashed funding for veterans, all while protecting tax breaks for billionaires and big corporations. So tell John Duarte, don't default on the debt and make us pay the price.
If RC cars and planes are something you're into, Hobbytown has everything you need. From starter kits to top performers, we have the largest selection in the Central Valley. Arma and E-Flight headline our incredible selection. Hobbytown on Barstow and Blackstone in Fresno. We sell fun.
Ashley's having a huge sale. Right now, you can get up to 50% off floor models. Plus, shop limited time deals throughout the entire store. These deals won't last long, and once they're gone, they're gone. Hurry to your local Ashley store to shop and save today.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
The California Community College baseball postseason continues. The Fresno City Rams are the 6th seed in the NorCal bracket and hosted Diablo Valley for Game 2 this morning. The Rams secured an 8-0 shutout over the Vikings on Friday to win Game 1. Today, the Rams held a 3-0 lead over Diablo Valley in the 6th inning. Then, with the bases loaded, former Clovis Cougar Logan Sumter gets under it with a shot out to center field. Then comes former Clovis West Golden Eagle Wyatt Simpson home to score from third. The Rams take a 4-zip lead over the Vikings. On the mound, Cam Cunnings went a little over 6 innings, striking out 8 batters, allowing 6 hits and only 2 runs. The Rams tacked on a few more and sweep the 19-seed Diablo Valley with a final score of 10-2. The Fresno State Diamond Dogs also in action on Saturday afternoon. The bats were hot for the Bulldogs. Fresno State beat Nevada 14-6. With the win, Fresno State moves to 12-14 in conference play. The series finale in Reno is set for 1:05 p.m. tomorrow. Fresno State softball in action this afternoon. Bulldogs closing out their series against Boise State, who sits atop the Mountain West standings. We're scoreless in the 3rd inning when the ball comes flying to the shortstop, Alicia Denby. She makes the quick throw to first for the out. She was making key defensive plays the entire game. Bats were slow in this one, even at 1-1 in the 8th inning. Vanessa Hernandez walked it off for the Bulldogs. Fresno State beats Boise State 2-1. The Dogs clinch a spot in the postseason. With today's win, the Bulldogs punched their ticket to the 2023 Mountain West Softball Championship. The top 6 teams in the conference qualify for the conference tournament. The Bulldogs were the last team to make it in. The conference championship is taking place at San Diego State next week. Fresno State's first game in the conference championship is set for Thursday, May 11th at 10 a.m. Pacific as the 5-seeded Bulldogs take on number 4 San Jose State. If the Dogs win Game 1, they'll have to face the number 1 seed Boise State at the same day at 4 p.m. In the NBA, Game 3 of the Western Conference semis between the Warriors and Lakers. The Lakers dominated tonight. LA beat Golden State by 30 points. Anthony Davis led the way for the Lakers, dropping 25, followed by LeBron James and D'Angelo Russell, who both tallied 21 points. The Lakers shot nearly 50% from deep. Game 4 is scheduled for Monday night at 7 p.m. in LA. Meanwhile, LeBron's son, Bronny James, has committed to USC. He's a 4-star guard who is ranked as the number 19 prospect for the class of 2023. According to ESPN, James chose the Trojans over Oregon and Ohio State. Finally tonight to Churchill Downs for the 149th Kentucky Derby. Mage was the star of the show. Mage had a 15-1 shot to win it all under Hall of Fame jockey Javier Castellano, who won his first Derby in his 15th time racing in it. Mage has secured the first leg of the Triple Crown. The next step is the Preakness Stakes on May 20th. It's still unclear whether Mage will participate just yet. And that's going to do it for sports. KC24 News continues after this.
KC24 News is brought to you in part by Nissan.
Disaster and damage can strike anytime. It's good to know the professionals at Serpro have the training and equipment to get your life back on the right track. Whether it's water, fire, or storm damage, for restoration and cleaning, count on Serpro of Clovis, Visalia, Fresno, and Shaver.
At Central Floor Supply, our new showroom is filled with name brand, waterproof flooring, and luxurious carpet. We have better selection, better quality, and much better prices than the big box stores. For the best in flooring and real customer service, visit Central Floor Supply.
Join Ruben Contreras on KC24 Midday News during the Eagle Mountain Casino grand opening celebration. Live cut-ins from your local weather authority. Tuesday starting at 11. Festivities and the forecast on KC24. Local news that matters.
Thanks to your generosity, the Sequoia Symphony Orchestra brings world-class music and education programs to Tulare County. Great composers, timeless music. Donate today. Support the Sequoia Symphony Orchestra and keep the music alive.
It's Mother's Day sale going on here at Quality Furniture. Come get a beautiful gift that your mom deserves. We have this beautiful sofa love seat with 4 power recliners and cup holders that have LED light inserts in there. You can get this set for $35 a month. For this Mother's Day, get this beautiful bedroom set in queen or king. It comes with a dresser, mirror, and nightstand. It also has storage in the front right here. You can get this bed for $29 a month. And for this sale going on, you get a free mattress with it. We have 5 years with no interest and no money down with our 2 locations in Fresno and Visalia.
The all-new Eagle Mountain Casino is ready to welcome you. Join me on a behind-the-scenes tour. I'll show you the fun, food, and festivities ready for the grand opening celebration. Watch Monday at 7 right here on KC24.
15 years of exclusive coverage inside Fresno State. A tradition for Bulldog fans with stories and moments that matter most. The Bulldog Insider, Sunday on KC24. Sponsored by Fashion Furniture. This is KC24 News at 11.
Less than 4 weeks away from the country potentially defaulting if there's no deal to raise the debt ceiling. Economists say it would be catastrophic. Katie Beck has the details.
President Biden today highlighting the good.
Unemployment rate is at 3.4%, which is the lowest in 50 years.
But accusing Republicans who want spending cuts of putting the economy at risk over the debt ceiling.
We're trying to hold the debt hostage to us to agree to some draconian cuts, magnificently difficult and damaging cuts.
A possible default on the debt, along with rising interest rates and ongoing turmoil among banks, fueling fears of a recession. But an uncertain economic future is something Abby Carlson is preparing for. Her decision to go to trade school was an easy one.
People are finding out that, with a 4-year degree, they're not making a whole lot of money off the bat, and they're ending up with a lot of debt.
She'll graduate with none, thanks to state funding for the program. Carlson will finish her training in welding in October.
Is the common knowledge among students we're going to be hired right away when we leave here?
Yes, 100%. If you don't leave with a job, it's on you.
Tennessee College of Applied Technology President Nathan Garrett says there's a wait list to get in.
I think at the end of the day, people are really looking at where's the value at.
Trade program enrollment is surging, with big spikes in construction up almost 7%, and mechanic and repair programs up 5% last fall, while undergraduate college enrollment has declined in recent years.
I have hope for the future, like I never did before.
Hopeful for opportunity, even in an uncertain economy. Katie Beck, NBC News, Nashville.
23 exceptional young women, no education matters. Join KC24 in the Junior League of Fresno as we recognize Senior Girl Athlete Scholarship Award winners who excel in academics, athletics, community service, and leadership. Watch Wednesday at 7, only on KC24.
Get rid of that stubborn belly fat and get the body you've dreamed of. Maj Medical Clinic introduces high-definition Lipo 360 together with skin tightening to achieve ultimate body sculpting results. Do a little something for you. Call Maj Medical today.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. Ask me about my Honda. I work as a software engineer by day, but as Miss Silicon Valley, I use a CRV for when I'm going to events. I would frequently go with my other pageant events. We just pack all our wardrobes in one car to save us time, and this car fits everything.
Honda would definitely win the talent competition.
Looking for an SUV with brains, beauty, and brawn?
To score a deal on the SUV that wears the crown, see your Central Valley Honda dealer.
Meet the best Big Mac ever made with more special sauce. I believe you've already met Hamburglar.
Enjoy app-only deals like a $6 Big Mac, double cheeseburger, or McDouble meal.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Your best defense against erosion and cavities is strong enamel. Nothing beats it. New Pro Enamel Active Shield actively shields the enamel to defend against erosion and cavities. I think that this product is a game changer for my patients. It really works.
The majority of my patients with sensitivity, I see irritated gums and weak enamel. Sensodyne Sensitivity Gum and Enamel relieves sensitivity, helps restore gum health, and rehardens enamel. I'm a big advocate of recommending things that I know work.
See that? This is the new taste of value. Our all-day value menu is served fresh, hot, and delicious for as low as $5.99. So when you're craving a great deal without compromising flavor, at Denny's,
it's diner time.
This is Ksee 24 News at 11.
600 students from 20 different schools throughout the Central Valley came together today at Sunnyside High School for the Fresno County Science Olympiad event. This event is held for 3rd through 6th graders to test their skills in STEM categories and also learn in those categories as well. Students have the chance to build towers, work with water rockets, catapults, and racing balloon cars. How fun is that? Instructors say this event is helpful for children so that they can take what they learn and hopefully apply it to the real world.
This is really a STEM event, so you'll see everything here. Engineering, they're building right behind us. They're building towers right now. The tallest one wins. We have math involved in almost everything here too. So it's just really cool to have kids see what science is like in the real world.
Medals were awarded to the top students and classes in each category. And that does it for us here at Ksee 24 News. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Life is unpredictable, and if we're honest, it can be a little overwhelming.